Hey everyone, it's Lisa Edwards, and I'm about to throw you guys for a loop. Thank you for listening to this message today. So, I want to ask you, if you were featured in a magazine, you as a photographer, what would you do? Would you put that on your website? Would you share that on your Facebook page? Would you tell your friends? Would you tell your family? Would you um, cut it out and put it, frame it? Would you lay coffee table, not coffee table, would you lay that magazine on a coffee table for everybody to see? Yes. If you were featured in a local magazine, maybe it's a local parenting magazine, they interviewed you, not even about photography. Maybe they interviewed you about your child. Maybe you have like one of the best athletes in the area, and they photographed you and they photographed your whole family and the athlete, and there's these awesome photos and interviews from all of you and the coaches and all these cool things. What would you do? Would you post it to Facebook? Would you share it? Would you be super excited? You spent all this time. The only thing you're really getting out of it is your ego. Everybody knows about this. Your child knows about this. Their friends know about this. Um, and you know what? How many people would comment on that? A lot. A lot of people would take the time, they'd click on the article, they'd read it. They would tell you how awesome of a parent you're going to be, or not that you're going to be, that you are. So now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, now what if there was a car lot in town? The Ford company, the whatever, GMC, whatever it is. And so there's a car company. And now they are telling you, hey, you know, we want to feature you in our newsletter. Um, because you bought this new specialized car, let's say. I mean, would you do it? Maybe. Would you be excited about it? I don't know. Maybe. It's a newsletter, right? Is it even going to look professional? Would you share it all over? I don't know, right? You don't know. But that's a newsletter, and that's a company that you kind of feel like is out to make money, right? But now, if there was a local car club or a local car magazine, Northwest Northwest Muscle Cars, right? Or whatever, even though I own a minivan. Let's say Northwest Mom Minivan, right? That's the that's the magazine, and it's featuring all these cool moms like me. Yeah, right. Uh, Heck yeah, I want to be in that. I would totally be in that, but I'm not going to be in the Ford magazine, not magazine, the Ford newsletter where they're just out to get my money. And so this is dragging on, and I'm sorry, but the whole point of this is a senior magazine. I mean, we need to get a little better than that. We need to position ourselves not as a photography business who has a senior magazine that you download when you're looking to buy senior portraits. You're only going to download it when you're looking to buy senior portraits, right? And instead, we need to think of ourselves as an actual magazine. You are now the editor of a magazine. God, I got to get my face off this. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I don't look like that today, by the way. um, and so you are now the editor-in-chief of a magazine. And so now you just happen to be owned by a photography studio, okay? And so now everything you do, people want to be a part of. You want to partner with a local boutique? Awesome. They want to be featured. Okay, you no longer have to be like, hey, I want to borrow your clothes and do this cool shoot. Now you're like, hey, I'm coming out with my fashion issue and we're looking for the latest summer trends. And so we're asking boutiques, to see if, what one of your newest clothing styles are. And we're hoping to get a model in them and photograph them. Of course, your name will be on the page in the magazine. Would you like to be a part of that? Well, yeah, they do, right? Why wouldn't they? But it's not, this is no longer the senior magazine. This is this can be part of your magazine company's portrait guide, but this is not your magazine, okay? So seniors now, the new program I'm coming out with, it ends the early bird, not early bird, the pre-sale ends on Thursday. And so the pre-sale is $197, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm creating an actual magazine. I'm getting staff that are going to work for free because they get makeup samples, they get all access to all these things. They're actual seniors. And I'm getting people super excited about that. And there's going to be a naming contest. There's all these things going on. And I'm going to walk you through all that. And so the reason I'm doing the pre-sale now, it is going to be $497 at least when I come out with the full price here, probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. But you're basically walking through this with me. You're going to see how I succeed, what failed. You're going to get my scripts on how to get samples of things that your staff, basically your seniors can now write about, create YouTube videos about. I'm going to give you ideas on what to do. I'm going to teach you how to name this thing, and I'm going to teach you how to make sure this isn't going to be a ton of work for you, because honestly, you don't want to write 50 articles, right? And I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. This is only a position, okay? This is the difference between your blog. Your blog is not a blog. That is now magazine content, okay? So you are no longer talking just about, oh, my photography, come to my studio, come to my studio. That was never how blog posts were supposed to be anyway. You're featuring families, seniors, in this case seniors. You're doing all these things. Those are now your articles. They are no longer your blog posts. So you can go through your blog and just take the last 10 articles and boom, you have your magazine, right? Now maybe you just want 1 or 2 seniors to contribute to do a style column. Maybe you even have people submit Instagram photos of their shoes. I don't know, right? And so now you've got all these things going. Okay, you could take what I'm talking about and do it yourself. I mean, you could totally do that. But I'm telling you, I've already spent so much time on the emails to companies, to local boutiques, how to get seniors to work for you, not just seniors, but teens in general. This is not, this is to also, it's to get those younger teens so that you are now in front of them all the time. It's going to talk about how you can do this and still be marketing your photo business. I mean, the photos are yours. Your name is on them. The magazine name is not going to be the same as your photo business, but all this is your same business positioned now as a magazine. And who doesn't want to be featured in a style magazine? And this can be a digital edition. I'm going to also do a print edition where people can order. They're going to be one-off print. They just order them either through me or through the printing company. And they have to pay $15-20 for a print edition. And guess what? People that are featured, their parents are going to do that. And then guess what? Guess where you print some of these for yourself. Where do you put them? You put them everywhere people look at magazines. You put them in the dentist's office. You put them in the doctor's office, the orthodontist office. You put them in the local boutiques who are featured. Oh, it just so happens the cover photo is XYZ boutique. Oh my gosh. And it lists it on the front. It says clothing from blah, 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 blah. And now they're freaking excited, stoked actually, to put this magazine in their boutique for everybody to look at. And everywhere they see your photography name is all over that, right? Okay, so anyway, this is the super unorganized version of how this is going to work because it's the pre-sale. Everything is going to be totally different. I'll probably have a webinar. I'll probably have success stories. I'll probably have all sorts of crazy things, results from myself in the full-on launch, but the price is going to be $497. So if you are interested at all, go ahead and go to the link that is in this email and below this video. All right, thanks guys.